Hello, Principles of Energy. We're going to solve for a change in temperature. The equation that we're going to use to solve for this question is a change in temperature, the triangle represents change, is equal to Q, which is heat energy, divided by the mass times its specific heat. Now, specific heat is the amount of energy needed to change the temperature of an item in its pure state 1 degree, whether that be Celsius or Fahrenheit. And this is something that's done in a laboratory setting, and we built a table for. So this is something that you will look up on a table. To help us out, I already wrote in the information we would need to look up in the table. And this table is also linked right in your module to help you find it. So if you open up your lecture materials, you will see a unit conversion table that you can look up this information. And if you need something like that change in temperature for your C's to solve for specific heat, those are on the table for specific heat. With that said, 1 gallon is equal to 8.3 pounds. The specific heat of water is 1 BTU per pound per degree Fahrenheit. You can also use the joules version of this if you need to use the System International. They are both on the table. So the question is as follows. If 80 BTUs of heat energy is added to 2 pounds of water at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, what will be the final temperature of the water? So some stuff we need to point out is we have our Q, 80 BTUs. We have our mass, 2 pounds. We know the item, which is water, so that would be the specific heat that we're going to look up. And we also know that the starting temperature was 40 degrees. So Q, mass, and starting temperature. If I'm going to plug these into my equation, I will put my 80 BTUs where my Q is, my 2 pounds where my M is, and my 1 with the unit of BTUs, pounds, degrees Fahrenheit, where my C is. I will cross out my unnecessary units, and I will be left with degrees Fahrenheit. And then 2 times 1 is 2. 2 goes into 80 is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, this is just the change in temperature. This is not the final temperature. This is how much it's going to change. If I add this much energy to 2 pounds of water, it's going to change temperature by 40 degrees, which means if my starting temperature was 30 degrees, I would add 30 plus 40, getting 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In this case, we were shown that it is 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and so I'm going to add 40 plus 40 equaling